So, so everybody is
ต้อง
hearing my
เพราะ
voice.
ว่าต้องเขาจะเห็นรูปจริงด้วยคนอื่นเขาจะเห็นรูปจริงด้วยถ้าเป็นวิดีโอแต่อันนี้จริงจอออดิโอแล้วคือได้ยินเสียงเขาใช่ไหมเขาพูดยังเริ่มพูดเลยใช่ไหม
อ่ะ
เริ่มพูดเลยใช่ไหมโอเค
แล้วเขาได้ยินเสียงปะ
เขาไม่ได้ยินเสียง
So, for your kind information, can you please mute? I don't know, I'm hearing some noise. Okay, thank you. So, welcome to the Mind Hack 2025, which is actually about the ancient revival.
เดี๋ยวเราฟังอย่างเดียว
We are promoting and preserving cultural heritage, which is all about. So you can see right now. Okay, that's good. So let's move on, like why we choose, what is a Mind Hack is all about, and why Mind Hack is promoting and preserving the cultural heritage. So let's see. Okay, so my name is Joshua Salim, and I'm a game developer and also a web developer. And I'm actually from COI Club as a junior coach. So that's today I'm gonna be representing from COI Club as a Mind Hack contest. So what is all about Mind Hack? So the objective of Mind Hack is basically it's a national coding tournament for young youth groups. And there's every age group, there's like a 5 years old to 17 years old kids. And this actually Mind Hack is hosted by COI Club Thailand. And this Mind Hack actually encourages a lot of critical skills from coding while also doing the teamwork, promoting teams to work together and try make some inventions and innovations at the same time. And also for the one most important objective of Mind Hack is it provides a hands-on experience through project-based learning. So why we choose what do you think? Like we are choosing the Mind Hack and Mind Hack also doing tournaments around world through like gaining some technical. So today the theme they chose ancient revival, and why they choose ancient revival. So ancient revival is basically like our olden times. It's basically in simple words we can say that we have our ancestors, we have people who actually have their histories before that, and what they have learned, and what is it all about. And today, should we have to reconnect it all with our younger generations? So it's basically the theme is ancient revival is basically to reconnect the younger generation with cultural roots which they have been not aware of, or they should be having some meaningful to their culture as well, and they should be knowing that. The second thing is they have to protect their traditions that are slowly disappearing because people are too much busy and usually they don't know the proper traditions, culture of what they really means, and how they can respect their cultures as well. So we are using some modern tools like Scratch to tell old stories in new ways. So basically, I hope you know the Scratch tool. You should be familiar with that as well. So I'm going to explain more about what is ancient revival. So as I said, like we have some our olden times histories to save some of their cultures regarding there are some meaningful traditions. So usually we have for example, we have museums to save their clothes. We have some their important instruments, or maybe there are so many things we can see right now when we go some like historical places and some historical sites. So there's that might come in stories, that might come in a traditions, that might be a languages as well, and that might be an art or festivals. You usually see in every country they have some different festivals going on, and they give some different meaning as well to their life. The second thing is we are also bringing the past back to our life using games by designing, also by storytelling. So we will learn a lot about this through games as well today in this webinar as well. And that's also bring us to give us a value where we come from. So you should get to know where you're coming from. So there are two themes regarding to the cultural heritage. As I said, we are preserving and also promoting the culture. So let's dive into preserve one. Like, what does preserve means? Okay. So preserve in a simple language, it's also known as like to protect. You have to protect something valuable to like have like it should be clean, it should be like to be saved from something. So we usually protect it as in a simple in simple way we can preserve meat in our fridge so that it should not be rotten. And we also pick up our like dirty garbages through our houses to be like clean, so that our houses should be clean, it should not be dirty. So preserve basically means protect and to keep something safe so that it should not be lost or forgotten. And we usually protect culture by like documenting things or practicing and passing it on. For example, there's a museum, as I said, you usually save everything regarding their history sites and history folks, instruments, usually what they have used, what they have give some meaning to their life, you usually save in one place. So that might be in museums, or that might be in like folk songs, like their instruments. So today I'm going to also discuss some project ideas for preserving culture as we go through our webinar. So that you should be knowing how we can protect our culture by making some projects through Scratch, and that might be maybe according to our age groups. So like especially with the age groups of the 5-7 years old, you can search as like, oh, we can protect the pagoda. It's basically a simple idea. You can build in Scratch game where the player guards a temple from falling rocks and like maybe like pollution by clicking to clean or repair. So basically we are cleaning and actually guarding the temple from falling rocks. So it's a simple idea. You can do this while showing the meaning of a protecting the culture in our tradition in a like country, so that you should be conveying like the meaning of a special culture in a Scratch games in a project way. So for the next age group, like heroes, so it might be between 8 to 11 years old, you can make a project idea regarding preserve. It might be language keeper. It's a quiz game that teaches and tests simple phrases in a local or endangered language. So that might be a good idea to execute on a Scratch project, so that it should also give a different meaning to convey a meaning to other people who actually might be not knowing and might not be aware of. And second, for most last one, they're like a master's age group, which is between 12 to 17 years old, and which you can make a virtual heritage walk, which is actually a digital tour that shows important cultural sites with facts, animations, and voice guides. So these are the basic ideas you can execute while making project and also conveying a good message to the youth, whoever actually see your project, so that in both ways he's actually getting entertainment while seeing your project and also getting a good message from that project. Okay, so today webinar I actually choose to promote one project. So you can see my project as well. And I actually chose to promote the cultural heritage and actually made a project in Scratch, which is actually a great for making stories, and that also teach a lot of things through in a fun way. And like kids also love games, so we actually use them to create awareness as well. So let's dive into promoting ideas as well. Like as I choose to promote, so we have different project ideas for promoting culture as well. So like same with the age groups. So every age groups you can get like an idea, you can try it on. So maybe like culture dress up, you might have heard about like every culture has their own good cultural dress, which actually a good way of giving a good dress up culture to promoting their own dress while to the other people. And you can try that on in Scratch project as well, like a drag and drop game to dress characters like in clothes from different regions, so that every dress up like gives a very beautiful look to their culture and a meaning to their traditions. So let's go for the next age group. So you can even try with a folktale quest. So it's basically an adventure game where players unlock parts of a story by solving culture puzzles. So I might knew before as well in the past, like there are so many folk stories I've heard as well, and I maybe knew you should have also heard some folk stories and cartoons. So where people get to unlock parts of a story by solving their puzzles. So it might be a good game as well, and also at the same time promoting a cultural quest as well. Let's go for the last age group, which is actually a master's age group, and where you can even try with a festival tycoon. So like it's a simulation game where players organize and manage a traditional festival. And you might have known maybe in Thailand, there's like a lantern festival. Usually they celebrate in December. Yeah. So it's basically a festival tycoon. You can search like a different ideas regarding this festivals as well. So let's go for the amazing Songkran adventure as I chose to promote today one project, and you might see that, and also like what is it about you will learn today, and why I chose to promote this idea or this culture. So let's see what is all about. So I don't know if you heard about Amazing Songkran Adventure, but let's start from the beginning if people didn't know what is Songkran. So Songkran is basically it's a traditional New Year in Thailand, which is actually celebrated in mid-April, and it's actually famous around the world for its joyful water splashing. So basically, usually this like tradition is basically known for its water fights. So usually when it comes, people go outside and play with the water, splashing around people while enjoying as well, while doing water fights and everything. While in Thailand, it's basically 3 days. So while doing that, people usually don't know what is actually the deep-rooted meaning behind it, like why this tradition or culture being celebrated in Thailand is just not for like fighting water fights and not just for enjoying as well. But yeah, usually people know this Songkran adventure for the water fights only. So it's basically Songkran is deeply rooted in cultural values, so which actually represent a good values while celebrated in Thailand. It basically means cleansing and renewal when they celebrate this tradition, and also respect for elders as well. And usually on these specific Songkran tradition, they go visits temple and also try to perform this cleansing value in temple as well, and also to like wash hands of the elders as well to gain respect for that, so that they should be knowing that they should respect their traditions while growing up, and they should know what is meaning behind it. So why promoting Songkran? As I said, Songkran is Thailand's most well-known festival, which is just only known for its water fights and not people know the actual meaning behind it. So my project also teaches the traditions of respect, cleansing, and renewal in a fun way. So let's dive into my project, which I actually made for this specific tradition. And I'm promoting Songkran Festival for that in Scratch project in a fun way and in a storytelling way, so that you should know how you should get like a true meaning from that project. So let's go and let's see the Scratch project. Okay. So here it is. So amazing Songkran adventure. So I'm gonna start this project. It starts with the storytelling. There might be a little game, and then it will end, and it will tell you about the real meaning behind that. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Nina. I'm about to show you how amazing Songkran Festival is in Thailand. As we begin our journey through the festival, let's discover what Songkran truly means and why it's so special. Wow, it's so peaceful here. Grandpa, why do we come to the temple during Songkran?
We come here to show respect to Buddha and our elders. It's a way to wash away bad luck and start the new year fresh.
So, do we splash water here too?
Yes, but gently. In temples, we pour water on the hands of elders and over the Buddha statue with love and care.
Wi-Fi น่าจะกำลังมีปัญหาค่ะรบกวนทุกท่านรอสักครู่นะคะ
Sorry, I think there might be internet connection. So yeah, I think you might be seeing my project. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. Sorry for the internet connection.
Now that we've shown respect at the temple, it's time for some fun. Let's bless each other with water. It's how we share happiness during Songkran. Get ready to play. Press the E key to start and the B key to splash and clean away the bad luck.
Okay, so basically it's gonna come with the game as well. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so there it is. So like basically, so you can see my screen here, and there's a little bit game instructions. We have get to know that, and you can like play with that. So stack water around. You just like move around as well, so that you can even like play. So whoever like do like you can like say that. Okay, so you successfully bless others as well. So happy Songkran, and you help celebrate Songkran as well. Okay. So here's the project is all about, and like you also get to know the true meaning from the Songkran festival. Like what is it about? Because there's two characters which actually talk about what is Songkran, and you get to know like, okay, so it's Songkran, what usually people do when it's celebrated, and then there's a fun part as well, like you can play together, like make fighting games, and whoever actually do the blessing each other, so we actually do it in a fun way as fighting as well. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen as well now. So let's go to the slides. Okay. So you can see my screen. Okay, slides. Is it? Sorry. Okay, now you can see. So as you've been through the project from scratch, let's learn about some game mechanics I have used in the project, and you can learn about that as well. Some blocks, like if there's a hard part. Okay. So basically, there's some hard parts in the Scratch while I was working on this project. So I just wanted to make you understand like what is basically some of the blocks which actually connect the other players to talk at the same time when having conversation while having like a water fight game. So I basically had clones like a random position so that move Okay. So when you can see here the Scratch project.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna show you some game mechanics, what I have actually used here. So while going to the
Hi,
like the
I'm
hard
Nina.
part.
I'm about to show you how amazing
So
Songkran
it's actually like
Festival is in
storytelling.
Thailand. As we begin our journey through the festival, let's discover what Songkran truly means and why it's so special.
Okay, see here. So see, like there's a mini broadcast block I have used there while doing conversation to the grandpa. So whenever Nina as a character, he actually try to tell you about what a Songkran is all about. He actually broadcast like one message here. See, like there's a block here. And whenever this broadcast message is sent, it's gonna have a different meaning. Like message one, when I received message one, there's a like press space bar, text will come, so that like when you interact as well to the project as well, so that you should be completely focused what project is all about. So it's not about like you're just seeing stories as well, while also the user interacts with the project, so that it should be fun to look around and try to learn about it as well. So then use press space. So the
Wow.
Nina and Grandpa goes to the temple.
Here. Grandpa, why do we come to the temple during Songkran?
We come here to show respect to Buddha and our elders. It's a way to wash away bad luck and start the new year fresh.
So, do we splash water here too?
Yes, but gently. In temples, we pour water on the hands of elders and over the Buddha statue with love and care.
Okay, see? So same with the broadcast block. Whenever it goes some sort of message, it connects with another sprite. It may be text, and it may be the sound. Like whenever the broadcast message will be sent and someone who will receive the broadcast message, it will reply. So especially, okay, so when press P, like when I press P here, so it's gonna see pour the water into the temple, which is basically all about broadcast block. We are just giving signals, and
That
other
felt
person will receive
really
that
nice.
sprite. The sprite will receive it.
Good job, Nina. You've honored our traditions. That's what Songkran is really about. Kindness, respect, and starting anew.
Okay, so it's same thing when when they are pouring water at their temples. So they broadcast one message. When it's complete, the next sprite or the next text will come. In this way, it's gonna be more interactive. You don't have to wait for some seconds, or you don't have to use the wait block. Instead, it's very useful to use the broadcast block. It somehow might be terrible in the beginning, but when you get to know about the true like a technical thing about this, so it will be easy for you to understand while going step by step. So this was the one broadcast block which I almost use in every character, which connects with other sprites, which connects with other conversations going on with the grandpa, and some text as well, which also it's a very beautiful way of like connecting each other sprites in a very good way, so that you don't have to be like aligning every sprites with a weight block. So here it is. It seems so my coding might be looks a little bit terrifying because, but it's so easy when you get to do it by yourself. When you go in a step by step, it will be very easy for you to convey and make game in Scratch. So this was the one project, and then when we click
Now
here,
that we've shown respect at the temple,
so,
it's time for some fun. Let's bless each other with water. It's how we share happiness during Songkran.
okay.
Get ready to play. Press the E key to start and the B key to splash and clean away the bad luck.
Okay, so here comes the variable part, as I mentioned here. So see, like here, the variables for proper scoring. So it's basically this is a variable which actually counts for their scores. Whenever he splashes water towards Nina, towards Abby, it will count some scores. Okay. So this is basically a good way of scoring as well, or whatever you want to name it, because I name it as a blessing. Usually people go for like counting scores or maybe counting some things. So it's we use variables to actually count something while playing games like shooting games. There are so many examples of to record their variables for specific reasons. Okay. So these were the four different mechanics, which is actually a little bit hard part. But it will be very easy for you if you go for like step-by-step code in the blocks and properly use debug your code if there's any error. So it will be very easy for you to understand your project as well while going through the next things coming, planning for their stories. Okay, so basically mind hacks have a marking scheme while you have to choose your project while on preserve or maybe promoting culture. So there's a specific marking scheme according to cultural relevance, which actually focus on how well your project connects with and respects culture. So there might be a lot of ideas which I also mentioned here in this slide. I gave you 3 ideas regarding one each group about preserve and protect. So it's up to you if you like go for preserving culture or protecting culture. So there's gonna be a specific marking scheme for that as well. So let's go dive into the first part. Like, okay, so choose a topic that actually helps protect or promote this ancient heritage. So as I said, it's up to you. You have to either promote or protect the culture heritage. And you should use the correct visuals, which actually is a very good part of actually showing the traditions of the culture. It might be clothing, it might be an item, and it might be a landmark, like there's a site which actually has a very good history around that. Also, in the third part, you can include like a traditional art. It might be like a music, any song regarding that tradition. It will help out other people recognize, oh, that's basically like a traditional song they have heard might in the past. Or maybe if they haven't heard it, they will get to know about it. Oh, okay, so this is traditional song. So also we'll go to the next part, like helping others like learn about values, as the project is all about conveying values and some traditional meaning, which they have been going on from history, their beliefs and traditions. So they will learn from your project. And the most important part, be respectful, so that whatever you're representing in your project, it should be respected and thoughtful when showing culture traditions. And also, in the last, share realistic ideas. It should be not like a fantasy stories regarding old histories or anything which is not actually realistic. So your project be promoting or protecting culture should be realistic idea that could work in the real world, so that others should get to know what actually the proper values of the tradition and culture of certain country or traditions. Let's go to the second marking scheme, which is actually about creativity and originality. So, like as I said, you have to come up with ideas, and you should be having some personal touch. So like it should be not copied. It should be your own original work, and it should be share a unique perspective on that culture. Like there should be unique solution. It might be a solution, you should give a solution to while protecting culture, or maybe if there's a promoting culture, you should be giving a unique story idea, or how people get to know more about that culture in a good, unique way. So you can mix old traditions with modern elements as well, and you can highlight lesser known stories or customs for that. And at last, offer a fresh and creative solution, like same with the promote or protect culture. So if you think you can give some good solution to the culture or tradition, you can even do that in your project idea. So there's a third scheme, which is actually about your coding while using Scratch. So it comes with a technical understanding. Like as I showed you my code in the project, it's actually very clean and in an order way. It should be organized so that whenever other people will see your project, it should be organized and it should be in an efficient way. So you can use loops, conditions, custom blocks, and variables, whatever you want, but it should be organized and it should be in step by step so that other people should understand, whoever look your project. And you can even if there's any bugs and if there are any unused code in your project, you can remove that. And it should not be in your project while others see that. It should be look untidy when it's in your project. And yeah, at last, when you show your project, you should give the link to your project idea so that other users will interact with your project. They might remix it, and they can even use it and share your project to others as well. So make it fun and easy to use. And think of ways it could grow into tool or a game in the future. If there's anything unique comes in your mind, which will be very helpful in the future, you can do that as well. So at last part, it comes to your presentation, how you will present your project. Okay, so this is actually about how you will get to know in a proper presentation way. So you will start with your name. And if you're maybe working with a team, so you have a team name, you can give a name to your team. And then project title, what your project title is about, and what culture you choose. So are you promoting or are you preserving the culture? So this should be your introduction. And the theme relevance, okay, you will explain why you choose this topic. You have to, you should have to be giving some 2 to 3 lines, okay, why you choose this project. It should be relevant to other people. Other people know about this or no. So why are you choosing this topic? So only 2 to 3 lines you can tell this theme relevance into your project. And you can share what's important, especially why you choose it, when you're choosing why you choose this topic. So you can tell about important things around that and describe how your project protects or maybe promotes it. Sorry. So the next part is your functionality, how it works and maybe how the users interact. It comes to your coding part, which is actually, it should be organized so that it should be give a proper meaning whenever the other person look around it, so that other person will understand how unique and how organized the code is getting to know about that. Okay, so this code is used for this purpose. So it should be in an organized way. And last part is your creativity and innovation, which is your unique part. If there's a unique part in your project, you have shared about it, you can tell into your presentation. And maybe share any challenges, like what you have faced, or maybe you have experienced while going through their culture or traditions, and how you faced and how you solved them, how much you enjoyed while celebrating those cultural traditions. Okay, So there's a user engagement as well. Like from this, like a whole project idea, what users learn or feel from using your project. Like as I have shown you my project, what actually you learn from it, or what actually you feel while going through my project. Like, is it all about storytelling? Is it about games, or is it anything? You can tell like when you gonna interact with my project. In the end, I'm gonna share my link. You can even see that. You can even remix my project if you want to, and you can tell me like what do you learn about it and what you feel from using your project. And at last, just sum up the purpose and future ideas, especially like recapping everything, and then you can thank your audience or judges. That's all about your presentation. Okay, so for recording, as you have to record this, might be at your home or might be at your nearby some room. So you can do like this. Is your video should be within a time limit, what the time limit you have been provided, and you should be speak clearly and naturally. Like there should be not like a AI voice you should be using, or there's a or like your own. It should be your own voice, a natural voice, and show your project in action, and also use good lighting and sound. So that might be a good tips for recording when you have to record your video. So if using slides, as I also using the slides to like actually educate you, so you can make them clean, and there should be visuals, which actually a good way of interacting with users as well. So I think that's it. That's all about like a marking scheme. And today, let's recap everything what we have learned about today, what we have gone through our Scratch project, and what was it about. I hope you should know that, and I should be knowing why there was a culture I actually promoted on a Scratch idea, and what was it about. So I actually promoted Songkran Festival. Some of people might know, some of people might not be knowing. So I actually represented the Thai culture in a very fun way, so that you should get the actual meaning of that tradition and culture. And also you will get to actually interact while playing a game, shooting game into that. And then that's it. And we actually learn about the true meaning, like respect, cleansing, and not just of water fights, because this tradition is only known for its water fights. And we talk about many project ideas today, like preserving culture, like make games that protect temples and old buildings. So it's all about age groups I have seen. So one project for one each group. And you should create like a language skills for the second group. And the third part was like a build digital tours of special culture sites. So there should be like a culture sites you have been through, or you might have experienced something. So you can build some Scratch project on that as well. And yeah, in the end, it was all about Mind Hack, which is a very good contest. And it gives us the chance to actually promote and protect our cultural heritage, while also learning and building the cool tech skills, which you should be getting a lot of benefit in the future. So it's like a win-win situation for you as well. So that's it. I hope you have any questions so I can answer them. You can even type it or even talk. So if you guys have any questions, so I can answer that. So there is no questions. Okay, so there's a first question where you're from. So I'm actually from Pakistan. And the second question is how time long presentation? Oh, it should be not too much long. Maybe when you're presenting your presentation, it should be maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So it should be the time limit should be provided to you after that. And you will see that, okay? So the time limit of the presentation will be provided in the end. So any more questions regarding the Scratch project you have seen? Any questions regarding the promoting culture, what I have promoted today, the Songkran Festival? Is there any questions regarding that? You can ask me. So seems like no question regarding project. Anything you want to know about Mind Hack or presentation? So I think there's no questions. Okay, so I'm gonna provide you my Scratch project link, so you can even interact with that. And you can, if you want to remix that project, you can even remix that and try doing your own like things with it and try to get to know more about the coding. So you can interact with that as well. So wait, I'm gonna share my link. So here I posted into the message, so you can look that, or maybe you can even save the link so that when this meeting will be end, it should be gone. So you can save that link if you want to interact with that project. And yeah, there will be the next webinar coming on wait, sorry. So there's a next webinar coming on a Tinkercad, which will be about Tinkercad 3D design. So it should be on 18th of July, which is Friday. So you should have invite link as well. So must join into that webinar as well. Okay. So thank you so much. It's delightful to be teaching you about this, attending this webinar. So thank you so much. So yeah, before going on, just do save that link, Scratch project, if you want to interact with that and if you want to remix that project. So thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
ไปหมูตั้ง